Hey everyone, thank you for watching and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do another face beauty thing. If you saw my 3-ingredient astringent recipe, you know that I have a thing for rose water and roses and things. Well, anyways, today I've been making my own sugar scrub for many years. Sometimes I make it real fancy. I'll do like a cucumber or honey and lemon, or just straight, you know, the oil and the sugar itself. The great thing about this, you can go online and you can customize your own sugar scrubs. There's tons of recipes using many different types of just fruits and oils and sugars and salts. And you know, it's really good because you can make large quantities for yourself, put it in the fridge, and you have sugar scrub for later. You can make it great gifts. In this particular case, I wanted to do a real pretty sugar scrub, and in some of the recipes that I saw online, the girls use food coloring, and I don't know, like that just doesn't sit well with me, just because I'm like, I don't want to put food coloring on my face. It might stain my face, especially if I want to do like a pinkish red color, so I might as well just stick to like more natural stuff like fruit juices. Well, my stepdad's friend had a bunch of pomegranates that he pulled that were ready, so I thought, hey, what about pomegranate juice? It supposedly also has anti-inflammatory properties. I don't know if that works as a topical ingredient. Obviously I know if you eat it you get all these great minerals and stuff for your face or for your body, but I don't know. But again, we're using this as a food coloring, so I'm not going to worry too much if that even works as a topical treatment. So what we're going to do is get a Tupperware type thing with a lid, because I've found over the years, if you do not, I mean, it's sugar, if any moisture gets in it, not oil, but I mean like water, like that kind of moisture gets in it, and it's allowed to dry, it'll turn into rocks after like a day and a half. And then you, especially if you use really good essential oils or something on this, you're wasting your essential oils that you're buying, you're wasting your product. So if you keep it covered after every use with like a airtight lid, your sugar scrub should last until it finishes. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm just using regular sugar. I'm not going to give you exact measurements because this is really foolproof. You cannot mess this up. It's one of those things, if it's too watery, add more sugar. If it's too dry, add more oil. It's like one thing. And when you're making this, you want to kind of make this as you're going for a snow consistency, okay? So I'm going to put some in there. Again, I'm not really measuring. I'm going to take this, I use this on my face a lot. It's rose hip oil with vitamin E, and I'm just going to put a capful to start this off. It smells really great, and then if you watch my other video, you know I listed a bunch of different things about rose oil or roses being anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, all that stuff. I'm going to take my pomegranate, and this is, I made one previously because I wanted to have 2 batches for myself. So if you have one of these or any way that you can extract the juice from the pomegranate, I cut this in half, and this is just like a lemon squeezer, so I'm going to squeeze it and get some juice out, not too much. And then I'm going to mix it. Now I will list a link below on the Comedogenic oil rating, which if you don't know what comedogenic means, it just means like pore clogging. You know, some oils are will like definitely break you out. I switch back and forth whenever I buy these things at the grocery store. Like if I have the money, I'll buy coconut oil, which is high on the comedogenic. It's very clogging, but you know, for some reason we all use coconut oil and it doesn't seem to really bother anybody. But again, you got to kind of test this out on yourself and see, am I going to break out super bad with this oil? I use extra virgin olive oil, just like a little bit. I don't think I will today. I'll just put a little bit. This is a 2 on the Comedogenic rating. It's not that clogging. Some people may find that like odd or disturbing. See, so I made this one a little bit too watery, I think. So I'm gonna add some more sugar. Because again, we wanna have a snow consistency. So again, with the small batch, I was able to get away with just the rosehip oil and some pomegranate juice for the coloring. If I'm making a much larger batch, because this was like $5 at the store, and I use this when I do my makeup, so you might want to do more olive oil if you're doing a much larger batch, so you don't waste like your really good expensive oils, like my rosehip oil one. But as you can see, I'm getting it to a snow consistency. It's a little bit more. And the thing about this I like is that it's natural. I use it all over my body. I could use it as a lip scrub. If it gets in my mouth, I mean, it's going to be obviously overly sweet, but I'm not going to have a horrible taste in my mouth because it's natural ingredients: pomegranate juice, rosehip oil, a little bit of olive oil, and then of course my sugar. Okay. This video is taking far longer than I would have appreciated it to be, but as you can see how it's like such a pretty pink color. I did it with pomegranate juice. Again, I'll list some links of other recipes below, but whenever I use this tip, when you're using this, so that way you don't clog your pores. I mean, it's an exfoliant. I would do that. I always do this first, and then I use my really good face soap. Like I use Cetaphil because it was recommended by my dermatologist, and the Cetaphil completely takes off all that oily residue. It leaves my skin completely clean of any of the oils. So that's, I mean, maybe that's why I don't break out when I use this stuff. And you know, and it works so great. So don't just use this and then rinse your face and then think you'll be done with. You'll probably clog your pores. You still need to follow up with your face wash regimen. But yeah, here you go, sugar scrub.